All right, guys, I'm really excited about today's video. So we're just gonna get cracking right into it. This video is all about this right here, the Samurai tool vest. Now, a lot of you guys that have been following this channel are dying to get your hands on one, and I am doing my darndest here to make that a reality, ultimately, so that we can all enjoy the benefits of this glorious tool harness system. For those of you who are just showing up to the party, and you're wondering, where did I get this vest? Well, I got it from my hands. I made it myself because I was so frustrated, probably just like you and every other tradesman out there. I can't stand wearing pouches. I suffer from no butt syndrome, which is very typical for especially white males. We just don't have enough junk in our trunk to keep a tool belt up, and it's constantly pulling our pants down and hurting our back because we gotta like cinch the belt so tight, or you gotta wear suspenders. Then you got these pouches that are coming off the side and you're hitting them on stuff, and it's just every time you bend down, there's stuff dumping out, and it's just, oh, I could go on and on about how much I hate tool pouches. Like, we live in 2017. We have like computers in our hands 24 hours a day, and we're still wearing tool pouches that haven't like changed in design in like 100 years. Like, come on, it's time for a little innovation here. Somebody contacted me on Facebook who makes like tactical nylon bags and equipment for the military, and was offered to help me make a prototype of this vest out of like tactical nylon. And now I was thinking, ooh, tactical nylon, heavy duty, I kind of like leather, but there's positives and negatives between using leather and using a lightweight kind of durable substitute like a tactical nylon or heavy duty nylon. And I was kind of weighing all my options, and actually I'm starting to kind of lean towards the nylon because for a lot of guys watching this channel, you live in really hot climates and leather is gonna sweat you out. And honestly, this on a really hot day out in the sun, even I start sweating, and I'm not like a super sweaty guy. There's also weight. Leather is gonna weigh a lot more. Just the vest itself is gonna weigh a lot more. So there's heat and there's weight. Nylon's gonna be a lot lighter. I don't know about durability. I'm probably gonna guess that leather is, in the long run, a little bit more durable than even like heavy duty nylon. But the breathability and the fact that a lot of this vest doesn't even really see any wear, because the wear is maybe on these pouches. Most of the wear is on the pouches itself that are hanging off the vest and not the vest itself. So really I could probably do with a lighter weight substitute like nylon, and actually it'd be just better all around for everybody. So I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about this vest for like 10 years. This is 10 years in the making here. The first vest, and it was like a caveman vest. And then now I've made this one, and I've done revisions to it once already, and now I've got a whole nother list of revisions and ideas that we're gonna put into play. And I've even had help from some of my viewers who have built their own vests, come up with their own revisions, and sent those ideas to me and said, hey, like, use these ideas. I did this and it worked out really great, and I saw some of the ideas and they're really awesome. So this is kind of like a group effort here. We're designing this vest and making it awesome, so it'll be hopefully useful to all sorts of tradesmen all over the world. This is a huge project, at least in my mind. And I hope you're pumped on it like I am. So what I've come up with is the base of the vest, the design. We're gonna do that out of nylon. Now, I've got all these little pouches on here out of leather, and they're great. The way I've got them situated, at least for me, works out awesome. I love having my utility knife right here. At first, I had this kind of horizontal for a quick draw, and when I would bend over, it would fall out a lot, whereas this now doesn't fall out when I bend over. This is the perfect position. But this pliers slot, also great, but the thing is with leather, it stretches out over time. So this was kind of nice, but then once I started ramming the pliers in there, they were starting to fall out because the leather had stretched a bit. So I needed to do a little bit of work on how to keep the pliers in there. And I'm thinking that the epiphany moment was I need to use more elastic material. These straps right here, these are also like the critical point of the vest, is the fact that you got all this weight on your body right here, and you don't want that pulling on any part of your body. And all the weight on a tool vest is gonna sit pretty much on your shoulders. Some of it rests against your body, but most of it is on your shoulders. And the nice thing is that I came up with these elastic shoulder straps, which I just took a pair of like the heavy duty construction suspenders, you know, like the Carhartt ones or whatever ones you get to hold up your pants or your tool belt, that are made out of this heavy duty elastic strapping. And I cut those up and I sewed those into this vest here. And what it does is it just creates an absolute zero pressure point tool vest, because the weight is just evenly just suspended with even suspension, like elastic suspension, so you don't get any digging. Where if I had put a leather shoulder strap right over here, you would have that digging into your neck just from the weight of all the tools pulling down on it. Whereas this just forms right to your body. I can wear this thing all day, no issues, no uncomfortable, no pressure points. It's a thing of beauty, okay? So now I've also incorporated one of my favorite features is the magnetic earth magnets sewn into the back here. Now I've got those sewn into this little banner section where I was going to carve my name. And that works out really well for me right now. But we need to incorporate a design that fits a large amount of body types, obviously, because not every carpenter is the same size. I'm 6'6", and I think most people are not as tall and large framed as I am, so I need to make something that's going to work for everybody. So this has to be an adjustable size vest. Positioning of this strap is also critical because you want it right at the sternum where your body kind of hinges, especially if you got a big gut, right? So that's critical, is that stays in the sternum, right in the sternum there, so that you have maximum mobility without any kind of bunching. And there's lots of other tool vests out there, but what the majority of them lack, from what I've seen, is that they all have like zippers or like clasps that latch the bottom of the vest. Basically the whole front of the vest is closed so that you're completely constricted when you want to move up and down. Whereas this vest, you can climb a ladder, you could run a marathon, you can crouch down. It's never going to get in the way. It's never going to bunch or dump all your tools on you. So we want to maintain that feature. The other critical feature of this vest is this tool mount system, where I've got a belt that's attachable and detachable just through some clips right here. And then you pop these clips off and you can unhinge that belt. And that way you can take off any pouch you want, set it up however you want with your removable pouches. As far as carpenters are concerned, you know, whether you're a framer or a finished carpenter, you're always going to be carrying different tools. And I want this system to be able to work for everybody. So let's take this thing off. Let's get some templates made. I got a piece of 1/8 mahogany door skin here. It's like 10 bucks a sheet, super cheap stuff. And cut it with a utility knife. And it's a nice rigid template, which I'll be able to just mail off to this guy and we can get a prototype built. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Let's get to it. Might have to do a little bit of refining. I drew a whole bunch of lines, as you saw, on this one because I'm thinking we're gonna do like the tactical nylon style where there's a nylon strap every inch or so that when you put your pouches on, depending on how big or small your pouches are, you can adjust where the belt loops are. So we want to have as many belt loops as possible so that you can kind of customize it to your design, right? That's the key. So we want to have a similar feature on these chest panels here, right? Where they're going to sit like that. But I don't know if the tactical nylon strap system will work here. It's just not enough space to really be able to put big pouches or anything on there. So what I was dreaming up was these nylon straps, was to just stitch a whole bunch of nylon straps just like this onto the vest. So that way, if you stitch, you know, at certain increments and there's just a whole bunch of layers of these straps coming down each side, then, you know, you can just tuck your pencils right in there, right? And we'll do a section where there's a whole bunch of short ones, right? So if we put all your bits in there, and then the next section you have some wider ones so you can put, you know, a pencil or say a ruler, and that will keep everything snug to your body. And because it's elastic, it's, you know, gonna stay tight and it won't stretch out over time and all your bits and pieces start falling out, you know? All right, I think we've come up with something pretty amazing here. As I said before, the belt system will have tactical nylon straps with 2 1/4 inch stripping for a nice wide belt to go in through there. That allows you to adjust all your pockets, pouches, etc., around your waist. Now for the vest system. Because I want this to be ambidextrous for left-handed and right-handed people, I've made both sides the same, and then we'll make accessory pouches, a couple accessory pouches to customize whether or not you're left-handed or right-handed. So here's how it works. Imagine all these pouches are strips of heavy-duty elastic, just like this stuff right here, right? And they're overlapping like that so that you can stick stuff in. So you've got 3 wide slots at the top. Now this pieces of elastic, they're not just going to be 2 inches wide, they'll be deeper, right? Probably 3 or 4 inches to give like a really good firm grip to whatever you put in there. Most stuff that you're going to put in there is like, you know, the length of a pencil or, you know, a screwdriver or a small ruler, right? So I'd say maybe 3 or 4 inches of elastic overlap. The bottoms will all be open, so if you get sawdust and stuff in there, it'll just kind of work its way down and hopefully out the bottom of the vest. So we've got stitching, right? I've just did a whole bunch of random stitching patterns. So say you can put rulers, a little bit larger items, you know, measuring tools in this top one. Then this second one would be for pencils, you know, punches, markers, anything that'll stretch and fit in there. This third one would be open, right? So that pocket will open up and you can tuck, you know, something large in there. That one will probably be stitched at the bottom. Then on overlapping that one, right, which would be stitched at the bottom right there. So that would be a big pouch. And then overlapping that would be your bit storage. So you can put all your bits, your little bits and pieces here. Let me help you with a visual, right? Right, so all your bits would fit in that one. So you can keep a ton of bits. And keep in mind, you have the exact same thing on the other side. So we're talking insane amounts of storage here, guys. That'll be a little lid, Velcro lid pouch so that, you know, whatever you put in there is going to stay in there, and it's got some room, and that'll be made out of elastic as well. So it's also stretchy. You can force bigger stuff in there. So you're gonna have that on either side, whether you're left-handed or right-handed. Personally, I'll probably have all the bit storage on this used up on both sides because you can just never have too many bits on you. I think that works really well for everybody. Now, obviously, this is a group effort. This is a team effort of the Samurai Brotherhood, all the people that are supporting and watching this channel. So I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this system. I'm really excited about it. What I've done on the back is a guy from South Africa, I forgot his name, he built a vest and made some improvements on it. And one of them was really awesome, was making the vest adjustable. So we got this piece here, which is going to be where these elastic shoulder straps mount to. And now instead of having this panel on the back here, which is a set distance, what he devised was using like a nylon strap that was attached with, you know, D-rings or whatever down here, and it came up, and then there was a little hinge loop right there where it went up and then folded over and then back down like on a triangular motion. And then you have this a little adjustable D-loop strap there, so you can cinch that to make it adjustable so that the belt, you know, whether depending on the length of your torso, is adjustable on the back. And then in there, we'll have the shoulder straps obviously done, the adjustable strap, and then behind here, I'm hoping to put a layer of, overlap that with elastic. This is gonna be leather because what we're gonna have is little pockets in behind here where we can put earth magnets, which will allow you to still magnetize your Japanese saw or whatever steel tool you want to put back there if you're up on a ladder and you hang your framing square back there because you're climbing around. It's just a handy to have magnets. So that is how the back is going to work. That's how the belt's going to work, and we got the side panels. It's a pretty simple setup, guys, and I think this is going to be a revolutionary product once we get this thing up and rolling. Are you excited? I'm excited. Okay, so I got to go find that Facebook message, get an address where I can send this, and hopefully this guy that makes these nylon things is going to help us get this prototype made. Oh, this is such an awesome, exciting kind of group endeavor, and I'm just pumped on where this is going. So let me know what you think in the comments section. Give me any tips or ideas you might have. You know, if they're amazing ideas and we adopt them, then hey man, we're going to give you a shout out for sure. This is all kind of a group thing, and you know, as far as, you know, everybody's like, oh, you should get a patent on this, or you should do, you know, make sure you protect. Well, really, this video is kind of already screwed me over. I can't make a patent. As soon as I show you a design or make a design public in any way, you can't get a patent on it. And ultimately, I don't think there's anything completely proprietary or unique to this vest other than, say, the magnets for holding the Japanese saw, which, you know, there's all sorts of magnetic tool holders out there. Who knows? I doubt I could have ever gotten a patent anyways. And now that this is public, I'm kind of relying on the fact that, you know, all the tradesmen out there that are going to buy this vest are going to know about this channel. They're going to know who designed this vest and, you know, where it came from. And hopefully if there's a bunch of people that make knockoffs and try and steal the market, that, you know, people will be like, screw that, I'm buying from the Samurai, because he's the guy that created the vest, kind of a thing, right? So this in a way is kind of a patent, because people are going to steal my ideas. They're going to get ripped apart on the internet and hopefully in the marketplace for trying to steal my ideas, because this is where the video shows first where it all came together, right? So let's get this video out. Love to hear from you in the comment section, guys. I don't even know what else to say. I'm so excited. So until the next video, Samurai out.